Hey guys, we are going to be graphing equations today. So hopefully you have this coordinate plane. If not, you can kind of sketch one out. So I'm going to just put an equation up here. I'm going to make one that is proportional. So let's say if I have y equals 3x, okay? And we'll talk about the meaning of proportional. But basically, proportional means it's going to go through 0, 0, and it's going to be linear. Linear, that's a fancy word, but look right there. Basically, it means it's a straight line, okay? So once we get into algebra, we start doing something called an XY table. And basically, that just means we are listing the points like this, but instead in a table, okay? So the one thing you need to remember is when you're doing this, you can choose any values that fit within your graph, okay? So I always like to start with 0. I already know what it's going to be. I already know it's going to go through 0, 0, but I'm going to show you how, okay? So I'm just choosing 0, okay? And I'm going to put 3, what is x? X is 0. 3 times 0. What is 3 times 0? 0. Okay? So basically that means point 0, comma 0. So I don't have to put it over here. I'm going to have it right here. So I'm going to put that right here. Okay? Now I'm going to put another number. Now normally, well actually I'm just going to put 1. Okay? I usually put a positive and a negative. Okay? So I'm going to choose 1. So now I'm done with this one. And this time I'm going to use x equals 1. 3 times x is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So whenever I put in a 1, 3 comes out for the y. So now I'm going to plot that. 1, 3. Okay? So I took care of that point. Now I'm going to put in negative 1. Once I get my negatives, I'm going to remember that I need to use the triangle. Okay? So negative 1. 3 times negative 1. 3 times negative 1. Positive times negative is a negative 3. So I put in a negative 1 and I get a negative 3. So negative 1, negative 3. So I start at 0, negative 1, negative 3. Okay? And hopefully you can tell, guys, this is forming a line. I'm going to go on and put in one more point. I'm going to put in 2. It doesn't matter what I put in. I could actually, if I want to, I could put in 3. It doesn't matter. 4, I already know it's not going to fit. Okay? 3. So x is 3. So 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. So whenever I plug in a 3 for x, I get out a 9. 3, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's right there. Now normally I would try to use my straight line tool, but I'm not going to. It doesn't work great on this. It kind of shifts everything. But basically I should be able to draw a straight line. And that's not too bad. Look, you can tell that point's missing right there. That is a linear, this is linear. So this is a graph of a linear equation, okay, when it's written like this. We call this K. That is the constant of proportionality, also the constant rate of change. And in 8th grade and 9th grade, we call it slope. I'm going to be explaining that later, but it's all you need to know right now, okay? So this is linear. This is proportional because it goes through 0, 0, and it's linear. So if I have another one, let's say that I have y equals 2x minus 3. Okay? Now, just so you know, the first thing I know that this tells me when it's in this form, x first, then a number, I know it's going to cross right here. -1, -2, -3. I know that every time, okay? So here's how I know x, y. Remember how I told you I always like to start with 0? So 2 times 0 minus 3. Well, let's think about that. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 take away 3. 0 minus 3. 0 move to the left 3. Gives me -3. We call this our y-intercept. Since this does not go through 0, 0, guys, this is not proportional. Usually we say non-proportional, but it is still going to be linear. But it's not proportional because it does not go through 0, 0. So now, I'm going to erase this, and you can be doing this on your other paper. Now I'm going to try, just like I did over here, let's put in a 1. You don't have to, but I'm pretty sure 1's going to fit. If it doesn't, I can adjust. So I'm going to say 2, x is 1, 2 times 1 minus 3. Okay? So all I'm doing is I'm taking the x and I'm putting it in here. 2 times 1, 2. 2 minus 3. Now hopefully you know what that is, but if not, remember positive, negative, or different, subtract. It's not really negative, it's minus, but different, subtract, and it's more to the left. So 3 minus 2 is 1, and it's negative because it's more to the left, or you can say I have 2, take away 3, I don't have enough, so it goes into the negatives. So 1, comma, -1. 1, -1. That's where it goes. Now, if I'm doing this correctly, every time it's going to be points to a straight line. Okay? So now I'm going to put in a -1. 2 times -1 minus 3. Okay? 2 times -1. Guys, well, 2 times -1, positive, negative, gives me a negative, minus 3. Same, sum, add. These are adding to the left. Okay, same, sum, add. Sorry about that. To the left. So, same, sum, add. So, basically adding 2 and 3. And I get 5, and it will be negative. -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's -5. Okay? If you look, those look pretty straight. So now I'm going to do my last one. I get to choose any points. I'm going to choose the easy one. I'm going to choose 2. So 2 times x is 2 minus 3. 2 times 2, 4, nothing tricky, minus 3. What's 4 minus 3? So my next point is 2, 1. 2, 1. And if I just plot these as I go, I can kind of tell, I can definitely tell it's a straight line. And if you want, you can go on and put your dots because I can see the pattern. Okay, I can see my pattern. It's up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So on this one, what I can tell is it's linear, but it's not proportional because it doesn't go through 0, 0. Okay, so now you can try a special one. Let's try this one. Let's say let's try that again. -3x plus 2. You've tried that one. Okay?